A secret settlement between Prince Andrew's accuser Virginia Giuffre and convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein has been made public. Prince Andrew's lawyers say the document, which was drawn up in 2009, releases him from any liability. Ms Giuffre claims she was trafficked by Mr Epstein to have sex with the prince when she was 17, a claim Prince Andrew strenuously denies. Sky News reporter Joe Pike has the latest from New York.
There is no mention of Prince Andrew or of royalty, no specific mention in this 9-page unsealed document. But there is an important provision, which I'm sure his lawyers may argue gets him out of this case, a provision to protect, quote, other potential defendants from liability. But it is a very broad clause here, a very broad clause, which may mean that the judge tomorrow, Lewis Kaplan, decides to go ahead with this case. Ultimately, Prince Andrew has, for many months, been attempting to get this case thrown out. The last attempt was based on a point of jurisdiction. The Duke of York's lawyers arguing Virginia Giuffre lives in Australia. She may be a US citizen, but has not lived in the US for much of the last 20 years, and therefore this should be thrown out. They rejected it. Now it's up to Judge Lewis Kaplan yet again to decide on another argument. Now, this is a $500,000 settlement signed by Virginia Giuffre and the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein in 2009. And as I say, Prince Andrew's lawyers will be hoping that the provision, this broad provision to protect other potential defendants, may help them. Now, trials are very rare in civil proceedings. This is a civil proceeding, which means it's about money and reputation, not about potential prison time. Now, trials are rare because normally parties settle. They decide, often with a financial incentive, to sign out of court and not proceed to a trial. The difference here is that Virginia Giuffre, who accuses Prince Andrew of sexually assaulting her 3 times when she was 17 years old. He, of course, denies that. Her motives are slightly different. She already has a significant amount of money. She lives quite a wealthy lifestyle in Australia, partly from the compensation in this deal with Jeffrey Epstein, $500,000 from 2009. That may mean she would potentially decide it's not about the money. She'd prefer to pursue justice and find the truth, whatever is offered by Prince Andrew and his lawyers. But of course, that has not happened. Prince Andrew has not tried to settle yet, and that may not happen.